What's up, friends? Welcome to Grow TV. I'm Steve.
And I'm Stacy. Steve, are you ready to do some time traveling?
I don't know. If it's a kind of time travel where we might accidentally distort the natural flow of humanity through the space-time by throwing up the space-time continuum in a way that can't be fixed, I don't know if we should.
No. It's just a game.
Well, in that case, yeah, I want to do it.
Okay, this game is called Decades Dashback.
Oh, I like it.
Here's how you play. I'm gonna dash back to a specific decade by showing you some things from that decade. Music, dances, technology, movies, fashions, and all you have to do is guess the decade.
Easy enough. Let's play.
Okay, be right back. Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm just listening to the new Destiny's Child album. Check this out.
Yeah, I think I do. What do you think, guys?
Name that decade.
The 2000s.
You got it. Okay, next one. Oh, I want to dance with somebody who loves me. What a rad song, right? Totally bodacious.
I know this one. Are you guys with me? Are you with me, my friends? It's the 1980s.
Totally.
Okay. Tamagotchi, Furby. I remember those. Baggy jeans, flannels. Hey, what are you listening to these days?
I don't know, man, but it really makes me have to do this. I need to go watch some Fresh Prince.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
I mean, come on. It's the 90s. That was fun. Still rocking the flannel, huh?
You know, some things are just good all the time, you know.
You're right. I don't know about those leg warmers, but some things are good all the time.
Right. There was a prophet named Micah who had a message from God about what would always be good.
So, before Micah could give the people God's message about what's always been good, he had to remind them of how God has always been good to them.
Why did they need that reminder? And how would he remind them of that?
Well, it's kind of because they forgot how good God was to them. As for how? Well, it was history lesson time.
That is a nice boulder.
Remember how the Israelites were stuck in Egypt, forced to work as slaves?
For sure. That was a rough time and they wanted freedom.
Right. So Micah reminded them that when they cried out to God, God sent Moses to lead them out of Egypt and into freedom. God was good to them.
Absolutely.
God also reminded them through Micah of times when Balak, the king of Moab, wanted to harm them. Balak hired a man called Balaam to curse the Israelites.
Whoa. Is this the story with the talking donkey?
I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
That's the one. But God sent an angel to stop Balaam, and yes, made Balaam's donkey talk to him.
Oh man, I can't feel my toes. I don't have any toes.
So instead of cursing Israel, Balaam ended up blessing them. So God had protected them and been good again.
Right. Finally, God wanted to remind the Israelites of how God helped them cross into the land God had promised them. When they came to the Jordan River, God stopped the water so they could walk across dry ground and reach the other side.
This was a really helpful reminder because they had been through a lot and it probably felt like nothing good was coming. But they experienced the goodness of God that day.
Bingo! So, when Micah started asking the people questions on behalf of God, he asked what they thought God wanted from them. In Micah 6:6-7, it says, "With what shall I come before the Lord and bow down before the exalted God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000 rivers of olive oil?"
Basically, Micah's asking if they think fancy gifts or elaborate sacrifices make God happy.
And the answer was no. Micah explained God didn't want them to do these flashy things to show off. What God really wanted was for them to live in a way that showed that they were connected to God. Micah explained 3 things God was looking for that were always good: justice, love, and mercy. Micah 6:8 says, "He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God."
So acting justly is like doing what's right, standing up for others and making fair choices.
To love mercy means showing kindness, forgiveness, and compassion to others.
And to walk humbly is when we have a close relationship with God and know we need God every single day.
Micah's words reminded them and reminded us just how good God has been and always will be.
And it reminds us how we can be good and do good in response to God's goodness. That's a lot of good.
We can do that by just living our lives full of kindness, justice, and humility.
So 80s, 90s, 2000s, now and forever, we can always remember God is good all the time.
So take some time to look back at your lives. And remember when God has helped you through something very, very hard. Oh!
Remembering how good God is should inspire us to live lives full of goodness God shared through Micah.
Do what's right! Forgive and care for others and stay connected to God through worship and prayer.
So we're just not gonna even...
Yeah. I thought I'd dash back to one of my favorite decades, the 70s, baby. Ow! That flannel shirt might always be good to you, but this sequence, whew, and that era, yeah, will always be disco dynamite to me.
I don't know about that outfit, but I do know this. God is good all the time.
How can you do justice, love, and mercy and walk humbly today?
Been awesome dashing back through time with you and learning a cool Bible story from the Bible.
And it's always out of sight when we learn and grow together. See you next time, you dig?
Do you remember when it first started? September, love was changing the minds.
Today's Bible story comes from Micah chapter 6. A long time ago, there was a man named Micah. He lived in a town called Moresheth in the southern kingdom of Judah. Micah was another special messenger from God called a prophet. One day, God asked Micah to remind the people about how good God has been to them. Long, long ago, God's people were stuck in the land of Egypt, and they were not happy there. They had to work very hard, and life was tough for them. When the Israelites asked God for help, God sent Moses to lead their escape out of Egypt. God was so good. Then God reminded them that Balak, the king of Moab, wanted to hurt the Israelites. Balak asked Balaam, who was an enemy of Israel, to say bad things about them. But God sent an angel to stop Balaam from doing that. Even Balaam's donkey started talking to him. So Balaam disobeyed the king of Moab and blessed God's people instead. God was so good. Lastly, God reminded the people how they got to the land God promised them. After leaving a place called Shittim, God did a miracle to stop the Jordan River from flowing so they could cross on dry ground. They got to Gilgal, to the promised land, safely. God was so good. Next, Micah spoke and asked the questions that God's people asked. What does God want? Lots of gifts or special things? Will these make God happy? But God did not want anything like that. Micah explained that God wanted them to act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. To act justly meant that they should do what is right and truthful according to God's words. To love mercy meant that they should show people compassion and forgiveness. To walk humbly with God meant having a close relationship with God, where they could depend on God every day. Isn't God so good? God used Micah to show the people of Israel that they could depend on God no matter what. Whether it was a long time ago or today, we know that God is good all the time.
Lord, I thank you for what you've done, and I can't lose with you I've won. No, I can't compare to none. Yes, I thank you for what you've done. Wake up in the morning with a fresh face. Got to see another day, thanks to your grace. I'm living life and you know I can't complain. It's I'ma smile, keep on moving, I'ma maintain. With your love, you make it a little easy. I look above and I thank Jesus. did it again, yeah. Can always depend, yeah, I got a friend, yeah. Never down on you, you're always on time. You're the sun and the moon, praise to the most high. It's I'ma live in your name, got your whole vibe. And I can never forget what you sacrificed. Not I thank you for what you've done. And I can't lose with you, I want. No, I can't compare to none. Yes, I thank you for what you've done. I thank you. Yes, I thank you. You know I thank you. Yes, I thank you. You know in the dark, you share your light. You gave your all on the cross, you died. No, we don't deserve you, so I ask why. I can never forget what you sacrificed. Lord, I thank you for what you've done. And I can't lose